I mean, this loss was just heartbreaking. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Hot Tub Media. Today we're going to recap on last night's fourth game in the National League Championship Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks as the Phillies lose 6-5 to the Diamondbacks. I mean, this was just a heartbreaking loss. The Diamondbacks come back and score 4 unanswered runs en route to victory as they tie up the series. I mean, you're up 2-0. You're coming off of a 10-0 victory, going back to game 3 in Arizona, and now you drop the next 2 games. I mean, you had a good position to win game 3 in Arizona, even though your offense wasn't really doing that much. And then you should have easily won last night. I mean, you had that game in the bag, you let it slip away. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn the notification bell, like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So I'm back to, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? I want to make a video after the game just to break it down. Of course, last video was a little bit different, kind of an unconventional video compared to what I usually do. But I don't really know what I'm going to do, right? I mean, for now, right in this video, I am wearing the jersey with the hat and everything. I believe I did wear a hat in the last video with me filming in portrait style. But I am so frustrated. You know what's just the worst thing about it? You think about it all day. You're at work, and you're talking to people, you're doing your thing throughout your day. You have in the back of your mind the Phillies are on 8:07 the first pitch tonight, and you wait around all day to watch it, and then you stay up almost until midnight, and then they blow it. It's so frustrating. It just feels like you threw away your night. You can't see your plans. You don't go out with friends just so you can go and watch this game, or I guess you could go out with friends and watch it. What I'm saying is, just like, what a waste. It's so aggravating. I mean, you had this game in the bag. I mean, Rob Thompson, in my opinion, severely overmanaging this team. I mean, have some confidence in your pitchers. And I'm not talking about Craig Kimbrel. I'm talking about guys like Chris Sanchez and Jeff Hoffman, who were doing their jobs last night. And Chris Sanchez, I understand he had that kind of like a little shaky inning there, but I don't put that on him. I really don't. Luckily, it really didn't really go on his side in that inning. So that's when I say have some confidence in your pitching staff. That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about guys like Craig Kimbrel. I'm not. I mean, those guys. I mean, Craig Kimbrel, he's terrible against the Diamondbacks. I'm not talking about guys like Ozzy Alvarado. I'm not talking guys like Kingren. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about guys like that. I'm talking about guys like Jeff Hoffman, Chris Sanchez, guys like that. Let them go a little bit longer, for crying out loud. It's ridiculous. Every minute, I mean, you just see either Torlavelle or Rob Thompson walking around out there and making a pitching change. It's terrible. It's just ridiculous. Just because of the computer set. The guy gets 2 quick outs. Oh, let's take him out. It's 2 outs here in the inning. I mean, he's able to get 2 quick outs. We got to take him out now. I mean, it's stupid. It's ridiculous. Just because the computer set. I mean, have some confidence in your pitching staff. And stop overmanaging, stop micromanaging every little thing. It's ridiculous. As we get the scoring summary here in the bottom of the second inning, Emmanuel Rivera singles on a ground ball to center. Christian Walker comes around and crosses the plate, and it's 1-0 Arizona. So they did jump ahead 1-0. That was probably like their first legit hit all game. Pick it up here in the bottom of the third inning. Gabriel Mariano singles on a ground ball to right field, and Ketel Marte crosses the plate. 2-0 Arizona. So they now have a 2-0 lead. I mean, they're coming off of winning game 3, the first game back in at Chase Field. So now they have a 2-0 lead. And we pick it up here in the top of the fourth inning. I mean, this offense has not really been doing much. It didn't really do much in game 3, but Kyle Schwarber comes up and homers on the line drive to right field. So that kind of gave us some life. I mean, he destroyed that ball. His 4th home run here in the postseason. He's starting to pick it up a little bit. The Phillies got on the board now, 2-1 ball game. So Kyle Schwarber, he crushed that baseball, kind of silenced the Arizona crowd. And how about the Phillies fans buying tickets to the Diamondbacks game, and it's not even going, right? I mean, they just don't want Diamondbacks fans to go, so they're just buying tickets in the nosebleeds just to take it away from Diamondbacks fans. I mean, that is pretty funny. Arizona, in my opinion, really isn't a huge baseball town. It doesn't really seem to be a tremendous amount of energy over the Arizona Diamondbacks here. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 5th inning. The Phillies tie it as Brandon Marsh doubles on a short fly ball to center, and JT Realmuto crosses the plate. We got ourselves a tie ball game. So there you go, just like that. And now you're thinking hey, hopefully we can build momentum off of this. I mean, this offense looking like it's coming alive a little bit. Let's build off of this. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 6th inning. Some sloppy defense from the Arizona Diamondbacks is they did mark this down as a hit, but I thought could go either way. As Alpine gets a ground ball to third, and the throw is low, and it gets behind, and Kyle Schwarber crosses the plate. Then Trey Turner, right on the heels of Kyle Schwarber, also comes around to score. Great heads-up play by Trey Turner, and the Phillies now lead 4-2. So you're able to take advantage of some bad defense. Unfortunately, they were able to get Bohm out at second, but still a really, really heads-up play by the Phillies all the way around. Let me pick it up here in the top of the 7th inning. Trey Turner hits a sacrifice fly to left as Johan Rojas comes around and scores. It's now a 5-2 ball game. So you're up 5-2. You know, it's the top of the 7th inning, 5-2. You have a 3-run lead. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, come on. You got this. You got this. You're up 5-2. You know, I understand it's not, 8-0 or 5-0, but we have a 3-run lead. Pick it up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Christian Walker walks with the bases loaded, and it's now a 5-3 ball game. I mean, I just can't stand when we bring these guys in. They can't throw strikes. You know, they're so erratic. You know, they're trying too hard, and it's just so obvious. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alec Thomas homers on a fly ball to right center field. Gurriel also crosses the plate, a 2-run shot, and Arizona ties it at 5. It's just like, even just talking about reliving it, it's just a nightmare. I mean, it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating to watch this, because you had this one, and you let it slip away. Good job, guys. I mean, Craig Kimbrel, this guy's owned by the Diamondbacks. Let's keep putting him in. Oh, yeah, let's just keep throwing him out there. I don't get it. What are you thinking? I don't understand that at all. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. Gabriel Morano singles on a line drive to center to give the Diamondbacks the lead as Marte scores, and it's now 6-5 Arizona. I mean, this was ugly. It was pathetic. It was the worst loss here in the postseason. Probably one of the worst losses in the postseason in the past 2 years. I'd say the worst one was probably, clearly losing the World Series last year and also being no-hit at Citizens Bank Park. Those are definitely up there as well. But this was horrible. This was atrocious. You could have had a 3-1 lead. You could have ended it tonight, but you blew it. So good job, guys. It's so frustrating. And I understand losses like this are going to happen. But we're clearly the better team. I understand the better team doesn't always win. Like, Atlanta Braves are clearly a better team than we are. We were able to beat them, though. But I mean, come on. I mean, we had a 2-0 lead here, and now it's series is tied. I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, come on. You can't let this kind of stuff happen. You just can't. And I don't understand why Kimbrel keeps being trusted against these guys. I mean, he wasn't good against them in 2022 when he was with the Dodgers. So let's just keep throwing him out there against them. Because what can go wrong? What could go wrong? So this is a must-win game tonight. If you lose this game, it's trouble. I mean, you're down 3-2. You lost 3 straight. You're in big trouble if you lose tonight. Maybe it's meant to be that if we win tonight and then win. If we win tonight, I think it's pretty in good shape, right? We go back to Citizens Bank Park where they were horrible. Right? They couldn't do anything at Citizens Bank Park. Who really can, to be honest with you. But the offense was coming to life a little bit last night. Now we have Wheels on the mound tonight, so hopefully he can help us regroup a little bit. But I'm sure Thompson will take him out in the 5th inning when he only has 2 hits. But that's okay, because it's like over-managing. It drives me nuts. And he's clearly a better leader and manager than Joe Girardi was, but you definitely see some similarities there. And people forget that they don't really think about it. They just assume that he's worlds better than Joe Girardi, which I do believe he is, but there's just some similarities there. It's over-managing and not really having confidence in your pitching staff. And no, I don't mean that he should have left Craig Kimbrel and Kierling out there. That's not what I mean, okay? That's not what I mean. For the people that think that's what I mean, that is not what I mean. What I mean is have some confidence in the guys like Chris Sanchez and Jeff Hoffman who did well last night. And RBI single that Sanchez allowed shouldn't have even been an earned run. I just can't stomach myself to talk about it anymore. I mean, it was so brutal. And it was a piss-poor performance by this team. Terrible. You gave this one away. You had this in the bag, and you let it slip. So there's no excuses tonight. None. Absolutely not. As Zach Gallen takes the mound, we absolutely bombed him at Citizens Bank Park in game 1-2 and 1.496 ERA. And Zach Wheeler 2-0 with a 2.37 ERA. He's been lights out this postseason. We need our offense to show up. Show up. I want to go out and just destroy these guys. And how about Ron Darling, sighing when you hear about that, sighing when the Phillies score. I believe it happened last night. It was all over Twitter. he like let out a sigh. So it's ridiculous. You know that Jeff Francoeur is probably rooting for the Braves in the division series. So these announcers have been terrible. Not as bad as Joe Davis. He's the absolute worst. But they're still not very good. And I just don't like the bias. I just don't like the bias, and that should not be tolerated. The sighing and all that. And I guess it's hard to prove if that's what he was sighing about. But I mean, come on. After the score, he sighs. I mean, that's pain. And listen, I get it. I don't think it's that right that he does that. But I mean, he is a Mets color analysis. So I understand why he doesn't like us. But you shouldn't show some professionalism, please. My goodness. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn the notification bell, like this video, comment, share this video. Check out the social media, link in the description section at Phillies House of Media Instagram. I'm Luke, and I will talk to you later. 8:07, the first pitch tonight. Let's go Phils. Bounce back. Don't go down 3-2. I'll see you guys.